Alright, you guys, it's King the Root back with another video, and I'm going to be really quick. I just want to come and talk about the numbers surrounding Elijah Bishop, aka Nature Boy's upcoming court date, and one, how they could be seen as divine numbers and that he's going to get off, depending if he knows how to work those numbers. And then two, how they could be just straight up, well, not how they could be, they really are straight up masonry numbers too. So it leads you to wonder, is Nature Boy an implant? How connected to the big boys is he? I was never a big follower of Nature Boy, or I got onto Nature Boy very late. And it was a lot going on because it was so many members, and this member had a page, that member had a page. You guys remember it was so many videos coming out and rumors and anywho. So I believe the court date, well, I don't believe, this is what he posted on his Instagram, that the court date and all right, so the case will take place on in Decatur, Georgia, at their courthouse. I don't know if they have many courthouses or what have you. I've never been to Georgia, or at least that part of Georgia. But the address for that is 556, I believe, North McDonough Street. When you do it, you got to do it your numbers. 5 plus 5 plus 6. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. 1 is 6 is 7. The court date is on 1/25/2024. When you got to do it, you got to do with those numbers, you come out to a 34. 3 and 4 is 7. And then you have the 25th, which 2 and 5 is 7. So you have 7, 7, and 7. So once again, the address, 556, which comes out to 16. 1 is 6 is 7. And then you have the actual date, which is January 25th. And you just look at the day of the month, which is the 25th. 2 and 5 is 7. And then when you add up the full date, 1/25/2024, you come out to 34. 3 and 4 is 7. So when you look at it and you do what you got to do with those numbers, you could do 7, 14, 21, which is 7 times 3, which comes out to 21, which is a masonry number, which is the big boy's number. You can look at the 3 as also being divine. You can look at the Holy Trinity, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. What else? You can look at the 7, like I said, which is divine, holy. The world was created in 7 days. Which I guess in a sense you really would say that the world was created in 6, because really on the 7th day he rested. But we're not going to get into that. But, you know, everybody knows, as long as I can remember, that 7 is a divine number. It's an angel number. It's a holy number. As is, damn, I just realized, too, you could look at the 21, you could think of issue, and open roads. Damn, that's crazy. That's why I said, see, and that's crazy because Ishu also is a messenger, and Elijah Bishop, aka Nature Boy, was a messenger. See how it's coming around full circle with these numbers. These numbers are very interesting, and it leads me to believe that he's going to get off of these charges. Now, I just recently found out what the charges were, at least one of the charges, and I believe he's being accused allegedly of some kind of like essay, I believe, against one of the girls. I don't know if I don't know if they actually said that he like forced her or something like that, because I was listening to a clip on his Instagram where some detective was interviewing, I guess, one of the victims, and she was talking about how when she was telling the story at first, she was saying that, you know, they had sex and they made love, and then it would seem that when you listen to the video, the detective kind of coerced her and directed her in a way to pretty much come out and say that she pretty much flipped her story and was just like, first she said they made love, and then she said, you know, she felt like Nature Boy just fucked her. And then they played a clip where I guess the girl was yelling or something and talking about how what is the girl name who was the queen, the one he was married to? I guess they call her the queen of like the coven, not the queen of the coven, but the queen of this cult, Carbonation. What is the girl name? I think it starts with an N. You guys know what I'm talking about. So the one he has all the babies with, the light skinned girl. But the victim was like, she gets all the dick, and then the other girl, she gets all the head. We don't ever get no dick or some shit like that. I don't know. It was very interesting. But like I said, the detective, when you listen to the interview with this victim, did kind of coerce her into kind of directing her story in a different way. And the first statements we heard from this girl didn't sound like he essayed her. So I don't know much about the story to really go into any details, but like I said, what I will say is that the numbers are divine. They look interesting. Either they're going to set him up and do some old masonry shit. Either this is just a whole ritual in general and he's connected to them anyway, which I think he's connected to them anyway. Because I believe Nature Boy was adopted. And his story is interesting anyway, how he even came to start Carbonation. And then just his story of him growing up and being in the streets. So even if he's not an implant, he's a part of that system anyway, that CPS system, the adoptive system, those kids who don't have any families, you know, that system. And we've talked about that before, you know. They do a lot of rituals on them kids. And 9 times out of 10, Nature Boy was picked to run this cult. And there's more to the story. And he's a part of the Big Boys 2, the elite. And he probably didn't follow something they asked him to do or something like that. And that's why he's having all these problems. It's clear that they're trying to shut him down. But it's clear, as much as he was able to get away with, that they let him ride for a long time. Regardless of him going to a different country or him being in Mexico or him, you know, going to different areas where the laws were different. The elite let him ride for a minute. And that's just it, and that's the fuck off. But yeah, check out those numbers, you guys. I think they're interesting, and I wanted to bring them to you. So let's see what happens next week.